I'm not saying that you have to be super stringent with how you're doing things. If you really want to make the most of your time, this is what you need to do. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As the new year is starting, you may be looking for new habits so that you can hit your goals, as well as just starting your year off right into a routine. I found that these 8 habits really helped me to change my life and really be more productive, and I hope that they inspire you to be more productive in your daily life. And if you like this type of content, don't forget to hit that like button, as well as share this video with someone that you think these tips could really help. And while you're at it, you might as well just subscribe to the channel. We would love to have you here. And the first daily habit that I use that really helps me to set off my day each and every day is reading a devotional. It really helps me to get connected with God, build my relationship with Him, and it makes me feel like it's not just a one-way street where I'm just always asking things from God, but I'm not actually building a relationship with Him. Reading the Bible, reading a devotional helps me to learn more about Him and what He expects of me in this life. And making sure that I'm spending that time with Him every single morning helps me to show that dedication. Now, I'm a fan of habit stacking, and basically that's where you're using a habit that you already do in order to add another habit. And the next habit I do actually coincides with me reading a devotional, and that is journaling. So in my journals, I actually like to write them as if they're letters to God. I'm really writing how I'm feeling and connecting not only with Him, but also with myself, and understanding what it is that I have planned for the day, what is my focus. It really helps me to narrow down things, not necessarily to think about the future as in like weeks, months, years, but I'm really just thinking about the day and what it is that I'm planning and how my mind is really setting itself up for success because I'm focused on what it is that I have to attain for the day. Now, I don't really use any journal prompts in order to do my journaling, but I'm always open to it. And if you guys have any ideas of journal prompts that you really like using, be sure to leave them in the comments. I would love to look more into that and see if it's something that I can use as well. So my third daily habit that has completely changed my life is getting in at least 6.5 hours of sleep. Now, I will say that studies show that at least 7 hours of sleep, 7 to 9 hours of sleep is the best amount of sleep to just be optimal for mind function, but I'm not there yet. I'm typically going to bed at 9:30 and asleep by 10 o'clock in order for me to get rest, for me to wake up around 4:45, 5-ish, or it's a little bit closer to that 7-hour range, but I'm just not there yet. Getting enough sleep is something that's really overlooked. I remember when I was younger and pulling all-nighters was just something that I could just brag about being able to do, but it's actually not good for your body. Your body wants to rest during the darkness and it wants to wake up in light. And so staying up till the wee hours of the morning may feel like you're getting more things done. It might just be that you need to adjust your schedule to account for the things that are coming up in your day so that you don't have to stay up as late. And that leads into my next daily habit, which is time blocking. I will say that time blocking is the #1 way to be most efficient with your day. I'm not saying that you have to be super stringent with how you're doing things. If you really want to make the most of your time, this is what you need to do. It not only helps me to achieve my goals for each day, each week, but it also helps me to see balance throughout my day. If I'm not seeing that I'm doing anything for myself, if I'm not even blocking time to eat, then there's a problem there. You have to know what is happening in your day. Say somebody's asking you to attend a dinner and you answer, okay, I can attend. And then you take a look at your calendar and you're like, wait a minute, why did I even say yes to this? That is where time blocking comes in. And it might be that you were able to work things around, but monitoring your calendar, not just for appointments, but for your everyday things. When I'm going to the gym, when I'm at work, all of this is on my calendar because that allows me to maximize my time. I'm doing so many different things. I'm involved in so many different activities. And if I want to be present in those and not just worrying about the next thing that I have going on, and really time blocking is what has enabled me to do all of those things and not feel like I'm super stressed out. Because there are definitely times when I feel stressed out, and that might be when I'm not time blocking for some reason or another. But for the most part, when I'm time blocking and I am setting myself up for success, then that is what I'm gonna do. The next daily habit that I do that has completely changed my life is moving my body every single day. Whether I'm stretching or going to the gym, I am always finding time to move my body for at least 40 minutes a day. The only reason I even started time blocking was because I wanted to work in working out for my schedule. This was when I was really trying to get serious about losing weight, and I really wanted to lose those 50 pounds. But at the time, I was in college, I was working at the time, I still had classes that I had to balance, so how was I gonna make it happen? I had to time block my schedule. If anything came up and I had an exam and I had to kind of work around my study schedule, then that's what I needed to do. But I still made the time and I still made the effort to get it done. Now, I'm not saying that you need to be in the gym every day. I'm typically in the gym 6 days a week, but even on my active rest day, I'm still stretching. I'm still getting things loose because it is cold and I am old and my muscles and joints just aren't moving how they used to move. So I have to take more time to actually stretch every day. But now that I've built this habit, my body absolutely loves it. And I'm telling you, if you really want to change your life, move every day. Get in some significant movement. Not necessarily where you have to sweat, but get in some movement where your body feels like it's loose. You'll never be the same. So the next daily habit that has completely changed my life is morning tea. I've never been a big coffee drinker. Sometimes I'd like a caramel macchiato or something like that, something super fancy. But on a normal day, I just love drinking tea. Right now, I'm loving the Wake Up tea from Trader Joe's as well as green tea from Tazo. And it just feels so warm and cozy. I might add a little bit of lemon juice. It makes me feel refreshed and I feel like I can take on whatever the day is. If it's morning coffee for you, that's completely fine. Or you might not even like drinking tea or coffee or anything like that, but having something to refresh you and get you going for the day, it just feels good. And it makes me motivated to go about my tasks and what it is that I have going on for the day. So my next daily habit that has completely changed my life is eating breakfast. I noticed when I was younger, I used to skip breakfast all the time, but now that I'm trying to build more healthy habits as well as build more of a routine for myself, I find that having a healthy, wholesome breakfast has helped me to curb my cravings and really helped a lot with my weight loss. Right now, I am loving having protein oats pretty much every day, and it stops me from having hunger cravings later on in the day where I'd be snacking most of the day and getting in empty calories that I really don't need. That's where having a good breakfast helps me to start my day off right. Typically for breakfast, I'm having some sort of base, whether it's oatmeal or yogurt, and I'm always adding fruit to it. I don't get in that much fruit. I'm always more conscious to get in more vegetables. So eating fresh berries or bananas with my oats, it's really been tasting really good. I've been loving it. I'm also feeling a change where I'm not as hungry and I don't feel like I need to have something else in addition to that in order for me to feel full. And I'm not even talking about being full where you feel like you're stuffed, just feeling satiated in order to do whatever else that I need for the day. So my next daily habit that has completely changed my life is drinking at least 1 gallon of water per day. Hydration is so important, especially if you live in a humid area like the Northeast. It gets so hot, you are just sweating just standing outside. And your body really needs water to help replenish that. It needs salt too, but you're gonna get salt in your food. If you're on a weight loss journey and you feel like you're just really hungry, drink water before you decide that you want to eat something, and that can help to curb your cravings too, in addition to having a healthy breakfast. And I found that being hydrated before my workouts really helps me to feel like I'm not so tired during my workouts. And then of course I'm being hydrated during my workouts, and then afterwards I'm filling up on as much water as I can just to help get me back at my baseline. Water really helps with your digestive processes too. Just making sure that everything is flushing out correctly, everything is moving how it needs to move, just getting everything flowing. But if you're not having enough water, it's not gonna do that. If you're trying to figure out different ways to make sure that you're hydrated, I'll be sure to leave a link of different ways that you can tell that you're hydrated. Let me know in the comments if you do any of these habits already, or if there are any other habits that you would like for me to try as well. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, as well as share it with someone that you think could be really benefiting from knowing these habits too. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel either. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.